Oh my God, he put them all in. Incredible.
I would not want a Lena 900 stare down.
Yeah.
Idea of what Taylor's range is when he limps. Ooh!
Show the bluff!
Is that a tea kettle I hear going off?
Gonzalez with ace-queen suited. Wow. Tasharek, who has king 10 in the big. He calls, and we are going heads up to the flop. Well, Tasharek has flop best, pairing his king. Action goes check, check. Turn card is a deuce. Tasharek now a 95% favorite. And with no c-bet from Gonzalez on the flop, Tasharek leads the turn for 700,000.
Should be an open and shut case.
Now we can see he does have the king, but we also just saw Tasharek.
How about that?
And yeah, Tasarek's not going to buy this, and Gonzalez is going to get nervous. Now the pot has bloated to 5.9 million chips.
Lil Tasharek. Blep, blep, blep.
The public gets what the public wants.
Barry.
Barry does not make an appearance because it is always coming 7. Tasharek has a lock on this as check to Gonzalez. 5.9 million in the middle. Tasharek, the effective stack, with just shy of 4.2 behind.
Now, would Gonzalez play pocket aces like this?
All in. He shoves on Tasharek, and if Tasharek calls, he takes the chip lead.
Pocket aces is a concern. Ace-king is a concern.
Playing time bank cards, thinking this one through.
Some 6Xs. Pocket 2s are certainly a concern. Wanting to just get all the money in with the king X's.
That's a lot of concerns.
Another time bank card. That's the 5th one he's played.
This is a often once in a lifetime opportunity to be on the final table of a European Poker Tour event. And look at that.
What a bluff.
Folds the winning hand, gets shown the bluff.
Is that a tea kettle I hear going off?
Taylor with the Grafton, 10-9 suited, opens to 15,000. The raise is to 80,000, called by Taylor, folded by Martirosian, heads up to the flop. King, Jack, 8.
Ooh, baby.
Open-ended straight draw for Taylor. Ladev's still ahead with queens.
Yeah, chat's calling for the action card.
Jack of clubs pairs the board.
So is this the time that Taylor might consider taking his straight draw as a bluff? Looks like he does.
Ladev calls. And the king on the river. Double paired board now.
You know, you might not go big now that the river has double paired with jacks full, but you might go a sizing that could be asking for a call from ace highs. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Wow.
What a sick spot. And I love the fact that Ramon is sitting there with his single chip thinking, ooh, white ladder after all.
You're not blocking spades, though.
No, you're not blocking spades. And again, I don't think that Taylor would take the sizing with jacks full, right? He's not going to ask for 2x pot on the river with jacks full when Ladev could have some king X's. So it does very much polarize him to kings full. But can Ladev make this call for his tournament life?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Taylor's really put Ladev in the carbonite here.
It feels so gross.
I would be absolutely melting right now if I was Taylor.
But also just not having an idea of what Taylor's range is when he limps. Ooh!
Show the bluff! Good for the game.
What did he mutter?
Not gonna show.
It's folded to Maniglerza, who's got king, jack offsuit. He's raised it to 60,000. And now it's going to be on Brian Delaney.
Both of us. 100% I was playing 24.
Okay, so top pair
I think it was you.
for Maniglerza. A gut shot straight draw for Brian Delaney. A continuation bet of 50k called by Delaney, always coming 7, board pairs on the turn, and Lerza is now a 95% favorite. Yeah, interesting lead from Delaney, and Lerza's going to call the 225k, and we are going to the river with 715,000 in the middle. It's the 3 of diamonds, so we now have a double paired board. It's bricked out for Delaney.
Is going to go for it here with an extremely large bet. Is that an overbet? Are those all? Oh my God, he put them all in. Incredible. Incredible bluff shove on the river, and loser is just completely handcuffed here. I don't know if he's going to be able to find a call. Really amazing stuff, and does make the fold.
Lets it go, and Brian Delaney moves up over 4.3 million.
All right, so in the cutoff now, our hero held ace deuce of spades going to go ahead and open for the min. Nicholas Astedt on the big blind, going to defend Jack 9 suited. Of course he is. What a pretty hand, right, Maria?
Yeah, definitely one that I think all players would love to see in the blinds. Happy to put just a little more money in.
So we got Jack 10-8 on the flop.
So a straight now for Lena 900. Another trap, hey? Another trap.
Yeah, this looks like it is going to work with Astedt checking over. Not drawing dead, though, of course. The king could come on the river.
What is...
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
So it's all into call.
Small flash, any good?
Oh, wow. Asking if a small flush is any good, just
Oh, man.
because he's feeling like a small flush and a straight is pretty much the same hand strength here. Trying to get a read off of Held. Tough with Held wearing the sunglasses. Probably really glad he has them on right now. I would not want a Lena 900 stare down.
Yeah.
Is he going to
folded.
sniff this?
He folds the straight, he folds the best hand. Held's bluff gets through.
And Nacho once again reaching for chips. This time opening under the gun with King Jack off.
And he just widens that chip lead that last hand. He's going to keep putting that pressure on.
And she'll go once again with a dominating hand.
So we're going to see him continuing that just call strategy as he has been doing with his ace kings. Pretty poorly. Gets that raise in the call.
To the flop, ace, queen, 5. 3 diamonds now. For once, Nacho hasn't flopped the best hand, but you can see he's still a statistical favorite. But I have not seen something like this in a very long time.
Nacho has been running crazy well. He's got a hand that's more comfortable than the king-queen on this kind of board.
Right.
King-queen just has second pair.
Board's only going to get worse for king-queen most of the time.
Right. Nacho can keep barreling with his hand on this board and is going to sort of know where he's at. King-queen is just going to sort of be guessing. But I imagine we're gonna call one street here. A little bit too strong with king-queen here.
She'll go double checking. Still no diamond. Turn is a 6.
And I imagine Nacho's going to keep that pressure on, given what we've seen from him so far.
Seems...
He's drawn a Broadway. He's drawn to a second nut flush draw.
Seems likely.
I think if he bets here, he's going to size up and go big. He's going to want to make sure to fold out a queen. An ace is going to be much harder to fold out because the aces that Shilko's calling with are going to be like ace-queen. He could have ace-king, as he's proven, ace-jack, ace-10. And have to go make a big bet. Yeah, and I think he was over-betting the turn. He was betting 2.5 million into 2.2 million.
So Nacho wins with the best hand. Nacho wins with the worst hand.
Pedro Neves, king 10 of diamonds in the cutoff.
Neves gonna get it. You're never's gonna get it.
He calls, and these two players will go heads up to the flop. That flop is 7-7-6. Deuce on the turn. Fours still good.
Happy days.
Martirosian improving to a 4-1 favorite.
Wow.
Yeah, Martirosian thinking, you know what? I know what you're up to here. I actually am a little higher up in the range than that. I have 2 pair, which is hard to make.
9 on the river.
I think I realized why chat's so ornery right now.
1.1. Third bullet. 1.1 milli.
And this would be a big call for Martirosian to make with pocket fours, but I would, A, not put it past him, and B, would be very impressed.
It's not an easy call to make. You have to put your opponent just on a stone bluff at this point. And it looks like he's gonna let it happen to him. Very impressive work from Neves.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Yeah.
Hassan here, kings. Gonna go ahead and open it up.
Queen Jack suited for Leonard Mauer. So just a flat from the table chip leader. And Ensemble getting a good price here. Good odds to call with 9-6 of diamonds. Of course, he could get a little bit squeezy. We can see that wouldn't work for him.
Open, yep. Makes the call going multi-way. I think probably almost any suited hand is a defend here once you have the call from Mauer.
8-7 deuce, all clubs. So the straight draw for Ensemble. Hassan still ahead with the kings. Nothing really for Mauer. No one has a club.
145,000, nice and chunky. Makes the call. Wow, that is such an interesting turn now. Neither player has the club. Kings still ahead, but both players have got to hate this spot now. 2 checks going to the river. It is another club.
Oh,
However,
wow.
Ensemble actually finds a pair now, James. So he kind of has a weird sort of showdown. Of course, he would be chopping in the case that Hassan doesn't, in fact, have a club as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go, the size. I love you, mate. Nice work, Arnaud. Oh, calling for a chop might just be the saddest moment in poker, honestly. What a silly run out here for Hassan. Really was excited to see those kings, but yeah, nice work. Very well played from Ensemble. Again, finding Le Bluff.
Chef Boyanovsky opening it up with Queen Jack under the gun. Just going with a very pretty little peel, 9-7 hearts in the big blind. And very tricky work from Ascone here. Such a good price, having bet 25,000. I would expect Boyanovsky to continue to some capacity, whether that's 3-betting the flop or just calling. I would be very surprised if we saw a fold. And with that range advantage, just not really being a believer of what Ascone is selling. Even if Ascone has a 5 trying to see where he's at, or even a 10, it's going to be difficult to play down the streets.
A scone with jam and clotted cream.
And that's what a scoop winner does. 3-betting flops like it's going out of style.
7-6 suited for Aido. Nick Schulman having a think in the big blind. I don't think this one's going the way of Jack 4 suited. Nerp. And Schulman does pair his 3. Aido with the 7-card straight draw. Be pretty bad news for Schulman if the 5 peeled off.
Yep, I think on these textures, you probably want to have a larger continuation size if you are going to c-bet. Aido doesn't have showdown right now, so probably going to go for like 250K.
That is 325.
Yeah, even bigger, 325. I like that a lot. These guys are quite deep as well, so you do generally want to have larger sizings here. Shulman is going to have the best hand here a ton. Now, just weighing up his options, obviously might be tempted to have a check raise on this texture once in a while. I don't think ace-3 is the best combo, though. Don't think you want to turn ace-3 into a bluff here necessarily. And I think the flat is probably what you're going to want to do most of the time.
I love a flat.
Love a flat. And the second barrel, here we go, 8-2-5, really nice and chunky, Joe. Yeah, not a lot Shulman can do. Love the aggression from Aido, but I think that's pretty textbook. Like the size on the flop, like the pre-flop open, like the turn continue. And at these stack depths, your turn bets are going to be pretty chunky quite often.
Blind on blind battle between Coleman and Palampati. Pair of sevens for Coleman is going to give David Coleman 97% of the equita. Queen on the turn means Palampati's drawing officially dead. No betting on the flop.
What happened?
I was thinking of ghost
I
white.
don't have a room for tonight.
Yeah.
He was asking if they would give him a room. Like, I wanted to wait last minute. Or draw. I don't know who to ask though. Yeah.
Palampati bet 100K in the river and Coleman called. Is Palampati going to try to bluff this 4 high hand?
175.
Bet is 175,000.
And does.
Full dinner break to figure out, but I forgot. So stupid.
And has a reasonable chance of getting the best hand to fold, I think. 175,000 into 440 is not a massive bet, but that ain't a great board for a pair of sevens.
What time is it?
Coleman sends the sevens into the muck. Well played. Staying deep.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe for more awesome poker content. And check out this video. The YouTube algorithm seems confident you'll like it.